Them a look good in my tight little dress. Rock it up and me make the man them obsessed. Put in the work when we dance and we sweat. Dangerous when you get smooth like the skin on my face. Draw figure eight when we wind up my waist. Bumper and boom, we no need eight the weight. If you get it, not the play. Wanna run it up, run it up, all night. If the lights went down, could you keep that, baby? You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night. Bet you wanna get some of my dirty love, baby. The boys them all want me. Them gyal I get salty. When I'm talking spicy. It make you want bite me. You just want the flavor. 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 For the right. Come on, baby, what you tryna do? I'm tryna pull up on you like a drive-through. I wanna know if we rockin', would you keep it cool? Take trips and private dinners just for us two. Yeah, he buy me Givenchy dresses and feed me breakfast. Immaculate, loving when he show affection. About me, over like stretching. And I ain't never out like wrestling. Back on it. Got all these boys mad cause I passed on it. I'm a flop. Come on, baby, spin a bag on it. Yeah, we so extra, feeling like young in the rest. Run it up, all night. If the lights went down, could you keep that, baby? You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night. Bet you wanna get some of my dirty love, baby. The boys them all want me. Them gyal I get salty. When I'm talking spicy. It make you want bite me. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. First carry for the All-Pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Wilson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Loose inside the 30. George Pickens. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 88 yards. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play fake. Here's Love. That's taken in by Kraft. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7. Love now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go, set, clock 40.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Throwing, Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he fires one incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Love looking to throw it. That is caught. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Love now on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
10 cycles.
Now Love. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Touchdown! Romeo Doubs, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs, and he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson. On the sideline, he's got Austin. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On the give, it's Warren. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. He's to the 15, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Packer pressure, and down he goes. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields on the move to his left. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now Wilson changing the play. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Play action. Now Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, Love. Right side to Watson. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren with his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have come back to make it a 2-point game. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Fields trying to throw for it. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. There's Wilson to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Completes this one to Pickens. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Come on, QB, come on. Shift, watch the shift. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Completed out left to Dobbs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They run it with Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Love. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Wilson to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's 2nd down. A handoff for Warren. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Wilson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays,
Yeah, you better pat me down and pray for peace before you let us in. My jettison is full of carnivores and lettucemen. You pushing positive, then we can be the best of friends.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the Inner Harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Play action. It's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They'll run it again with Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 37 yards. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd down. Love. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Past the 20. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, 47 yards. And the Packers have cut the lead back down to 2. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 8-8 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Running left, it's Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third and 2. Again, it's Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now it's Jackson buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
First down, going to the air with Love. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to put them up by a point. It's 15-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Looking deep here for Doubs. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 3rd and 4. Jackson now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Flush to his right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Looking deep here for Flowers. Touchdown! Zay Flowers, 44 yards. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
That's caught inside the 20. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
He's already got 1 touchdown in his first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far. And that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 4. Henry up the middle. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Henry able to power through. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Look, we talk about second effort all the time, but in short yardage situations, you'd better have second effort in order to try and pick up a first down. And sometimes as a back, you have to be your own blocker too, don't you?
And we talk about running lanes. He made his own running lane right there with that power move. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Henry. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Henry again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw now. Here's Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, 54 yards. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're...
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. First down, Love to pass. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Love, they go play action now. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Henry running right. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. There he goes again. Stiff-armed him. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And he's got it inside the 10. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defense